All right, y'all. I am in a quarter-life crisis. Okay, that's out there. The thing is, it's interesting. I never expected myself to be on a public stage proclaiming that to freaking 1,000 people here. But the thing is, much of society expects us to be perfect, that there's one way, a one-road path to success. And we forget to explore anything outside of that. Coming from an Asian American background, you get that stereotypical sense of what the model minority is, right? And coming from a man's standpoint, we were expected to keep everything together with just our bare arms. And so that's me. I did all that. I went and got a stable tech job. I was able and grateful enough to be able to afford a townhouse, and even the Tesla Model 3, which everyone should definitely get. And I'm super grateful for it and everything that has gotten me to this point. But what I left behind was so much of what really excited me, what really created joy, and what inspired my childlike sense of wonder. And so I did the crazy thing that everybody would suggest not to do, which is to quit my cushy tech job and to go drive for Lyft with a Tesla. And so I do a lot of fun things, and this has been so fun to get out of the typical, the idea of what success was. And because everybody asks me, it's like, do your parents know what you're doing? But the thing is, it's unfortunate that I absorbed so much of the culture and society that tells us instinctively any kind of discomfort or any kind of negative emotion you should push off, you should avoid, you should suppress, and that it's a bad thing. And unfortunately, that left me very stagnant in so many areas of my life. I was passed up for promotions in my career where I was not assertive enough to put myself out there, to challenge authority, to dive into conflict. And the suppression of these emotions also ruined so many of my relationships. I remember driving on the freeway one time with one of my ex-girlfriends, and she said something mildly irritating. And because I just didn't know how to handle my emotions, because I didn't know how to address them, I steered off the road when I was exiting and endangered both of us, something I'm not very proud of. And it wasn't until I saw a random YouTube video about emotional intelligence, and I figured that's exactly what it was I was missing. This skill to merge our head and our heart, being this logical left-brain person that wanted to rationalize everything. And so I did everything I could to put myself out there, both on and offline, and I got the support that I needed. And one of my favorite and most impactful moments is to join a men's group. And I think for a lot of us, even me included, was wondering, what the heck is this? Like going into someone's random house and sitting in a circle with a bunch of dudes talking about feelings. But it was so amazing to be able to experience that with other men. And I was inspired to start my own podcast, my own blog, and put myself out there, both on and offline. And I realized that I am not alone. That there are so many of us that put up walls around us based on other people's expectations, based on other people's ideas of what being human means and what success means. And I'm here to tell you that other people's version of success has nothing to do with yours. That you guys are taking up my time here. No, I'm kidding. I just want to say, throughout the rest of your talk, these talks and throughout your day, think about what set of emotions do you want more of in your life, rather than thinking about what you want to have or what you want to do. How do you want to feel? Who do you want to be? And if you can relate to my story and being this quarter-life crisis, you can start to see it as more of a quarter-life remodel. and that this is a time for you to redefine what it means for you to pursue your idea of success and for what it means to be human. Thank you. Thank you so much.